For our interactions within the schematic view, we can change the palette options. This is done by selecting the palette symbol here at the top of the schematic view, which will now open up this menu for us. Here on our first item is our cursor axis colour. If I select another colour and enter our drawing mode, we can see that the cursor that appears in the drawing mode is now the colour I selected in Palette Options. Going back to our Palette Options menu, I can also change the background colour. Here, if I invert the colour from the grey that we are currently using to a white, we can see that we now have a white background, and the line colour on our schematic drawing has automatically inverted, so it is still visible on the white background. The line colours in our schematic changed elsewhere, and this will be something that we will cover in another video for colour groups. Back in our palette options, we also have our grid line colour. This will be the colour of the grid lines that will appear when we have activated the software. This is done by going again to the top of our schematic view, and we have a grid symbol available here. By pressing it, you will see a background grid appear, which now objects will also snap to when moved within our drawing. With our grid line, we can also enter the environment information, and we can change the distance between our grid. As standard, the grid is set up at 0.5mm from our 1:1 scale. Finally, in Palette Options, we can also change the object snap colour. The object snap colour affects when we have our snaps activated, and if I draw any particular object, you can see the colour that will appear that has been selected. This colour doesn't very much work well with our white background, so here I'm going to change this in our Palette Options to another darker colour. As we can see, our snap colour has now been altered as we selected within the palette option. Other options here that we can see in the environment also allow us to change the cursor axis and size, the object snap size, and the zoom speed of when we are scrolling with our mouse in the schematic view.